Hi, excuse me, producer. I have the best vision for a new video I think you would love. And this video is about a recent issue happening in Richmond. And have you heard of the term gentrification? Gentrification is a process of neighborhood change involving migration of wealthy residents into poorer neighborhoods and increased economic investment. So this raises the hard question, is gentrification good or bad? And it's such a controversial topic because in a sense gentrification is making cities, specifically Richmond, better, but at the same time really affecting the lower income residents. Because gentrification is so recent, new residents and people not living in the city are unaware of this change. I came from out of state personally to attend a large university here, and like many had no idea of how it might be affecting the original residents. I know for a fact VCU students would be engaged in this topic and locals would really appreciate the awareness of this topic. Gentrification is not talked about as much. People think it's not a major issue in our city. And after researching, I learned when gentrification in a city makes headlines, the process is usually already happening. This means high rents, displacement, and a radically changed cultural environment having gained foothold. And the city is past its breaking point. So this is important to remember because a lot of articles are saying gentrification is in its early stages in Richmond, and for that reason isn't getting much attention. But clearly there is a major issue and it's really going to affect us in the future. The reality of affordable housing has changed drastically, and viewers will be shocked at the price jump and rate of poverty specifically over the last couple of years in Richmond. And almost 26% of Richmonders' 214,000 residents and 40% of its children lived in poverty in 2013, and a vast majority of those people were African American. This is superficially a Richmond issue because it contrasts with a statewide average of roughly 11%. With all of its middle class coming into Richmond causing prices to go up, you have to wonder how this is affecting these lower income residents. I really want to research how affordable and the lack of housing in Richmond has changed over these last years. And in Richmond, are 3,770 households that earn less than 20% annually and spend more than 30% of their income on housing. Another 3,000 households spend 30% of income on housing and earn between $20,000 and $34,000. The real estate website Zillow calculated at the end of May 2015 a median home value in Richmond was $324,500, and home values have gone up 17.8% over the past year. These original residents are clearly really struggling with rents going up and more competition for jobs. In an overview and research roundup, where Justin Fieldman states, we argue that a durable racial hierarchy governs residential section and in turn gentrifying neighborhoods. In my video, I want to discuss the good and bad views on gentrification and if the city of Richmond is trying to balance this new income coming into the city with helping these lower income residents and maintaining their lifestyles. The city of Richmond has strategic plans for development and redevelopment called the Master Plan. That's important for residents to know. This master plan contains a profile of Richmond today, including the population, economic indicators, and trends, future projections, and the assumptions upon which this plan was built. Gentrification has changed the appearance of Richmond drastically with new construction, and it would be interesting to compare the new appearance with buildings and plans with the older income sections that have not changed very much. Richmond has become a much better place to live in now that the crime rate is at a historic low. Richmond used to be known for a long time for the 3 C's, corruption and Chevron. For years, Richmond had soaring violent crime rates, leading politicians and pundits to deem it a national murder capital. My video will highlight the new economic investments around the city and the large income gap between residents and see specifically how it's affecting these lower income residents. Additional highlights in my video will include interviews with original residents, photos and video footage of different areas in Richmond, and statistical economic data. I really hope you liked my idea, and I'm really excited to make this video. Thank you.